Loneliness exists in all of our lives, and for some of us, it hits really hard. What if I were to tell you that it didn't need to be that way? And that the only people that you need to become way less lonely is yourself. You don't need people in order to significantly work on your loneliness. Solitude is a condition that you're putting yourself in, while loneliness is only an emotion that you can control. You see, all of our negative emotions, no matter how extreme it is in your life, every last one of us has the ability to completely change the way we are for the better. Even if is all doom and gloom for you, especially when it comes to loneliness and feeling like you desperately need a relationship or something along those lines. One of the first big things that you can do in order to escape this feeling of intense loneliness or just feelings of basically any level of intensity of loneliness is practicing solitude. So, what I mean by that is it's a little bit less, it's not as black and white as you're with yourself and that's just it. It's going out of your way, even if you were going to spend it alone anyways, just going out of your way to dedicate certain sections of your day to only yourself. So you're not having any unnecessary reactions and you're spending that time thinking about yourself, thinking about stuff like how you are doing in your current life, mentally, physically, etc., and thinking of ways to improve upon it. The way I like to see it is it's that working on the relationship. By the way, we're all in a relationship already with ourselves, technically speaking. And when you're working on said relationship within solitude, that work is what completely counteracts a lot of the loneliness feeling because you're literally working with someone that you like, aka yourself. You'll benefit from the impacts working on a relationship has. It has just as much as an impact on your relationship with yourself as compared to others. That just comes down to, it's the same conditions. It's just one less person. And when you work on yourself, it's not just the working on your, it's not just like working on yourself and better your thought patterns that's counteracting your loneliness because you're literally working on yourself. It's also the fact that you're working on it with someone in the first place that also helps it. You're building up your own confidence and someone that you can talk to yourself and then spend joy spending time with. So not only are you driving less in loneliness from the goals themselves, but the work itself also helps decrease it a lot. You see, one of the big failures that people have, I feel like, when it comes to the reason why they're suffering from such intense loneliness is when they don't understand one of the core pieces to it. And that's being what you're lacking is not us, people and relationship with others. You're lacking the satisfaction you get from connecting with someone. And like I just said a little bit ago, you can connect with yourself and deeply so. Like for example, take me. I always thought up until a few years ago that I needed a relationship to be happy. What that ended up happening as the years passed by without one, is I got lonelier and sadder until it just became very soul crushing. And then I realized the words that I just spoke to you. I put those words into action through stuff like fixing my thought loops and emotions more, working on myself. And with what I've noticed is I went from loneliness dread that sits within you when you are experiencing it is it just it just all just kind of just went away on its own. Basically, you put in the energy towards working on the issue and then your brain will take care of the rest pretty much. So I went from a guy that was very lonely and very desperate for a relationship, but now I've found my inner peace. I've found extreme satisfaction with the connection I've built with myself to a point where I don't need any relationship at all. And it's been like this at this point for quite a few years. That evidence alone proves my point beyond a reasonable doubt. And I wanted to touch up on the point about learning to just in general enjoy your own company. Whatever you're doing, whether you're just at work or gaming or whatever, going out of your way to start liking yourself more and enjoying your hobbies as much as you can. Maybe get some new ones, picking up thought patterns that such as like, hey, I'm enjoying myself a lot right now, and start laughing more, start smiling more. All these things are little on its own, but with them all combined, it just helps you even more. Trust me, you might hate yourself right now, but I mean, I did so as well at one point. You can work on yourself to break that. It's completely possible. We all have it within us to reach. We can reach as high as the sky. We all have that ability if we really wanted to, but a lot of us don't, because a lot of us just don't ever realize how much potential we have. Ending your loneliness means strengthening your connection with whatever relationships you already have. If that means strengthening your relationship with yourself, then absolutely go for it, because that relationship is just as important. And honestly, it's the most important one that you should connect with the most. It's very important that we do this so we can all have some more stability in our mental health. So start practicing solitude, start liking yourself more, start enjoying your own company, start smiling and laughing more. Just, just the small things that make you enjoy both life and your own company. Besides that, I really appreciate you guys watching. As always, go ahead and like and sub. For a question, what do you guys think you could get out of practicing solitude more? Let me know. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. See you guys.